Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel where I share my personal hair journey and tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you with your own. Today's video I'm going to be talking about how to deal with different textures because I have different textures in my hair and I'm sure that you do too. And there are a lot of people who feel that they, are struggling to manage having these different textures in their hair. So my first tip is to actually change how you view your different textures and your expectations of your different textures. This actually kind of brings in the inspiration for this video because I think someone really had good intentions and they were really trying to help me, but they left a comment under my video in which they were saying, hey, the front of your hair is frizzy and not defined because it is damaged. I looked up this on the internet and it's due to residual relaxer damage over time, and this is why your hair is acting the way it's acting in the front. First of all, I didn't say anything, first of all. But second thing though, it's all about perception because this person looks at a different texture and they see it as damage. I look at it and say, it is what it is, and we have different textures in our hair, and that is totally normal and natural. And then as far as your expectations, you cannot expect the front of your hair or the back of your hair or the side of your hair, the top of your hair, wherever your textures are different, to be exactly the same as the other texture. There is nothing that you can do that is going to make that texture like that other one. Just like you can't make yourself have the same hair texture as somebody else, you can't make the different parts of your hair have the same texture or make it look the same. Now you can blend it. You can blend it because I do manage to blend these two textures together where I don't think it looks that noticeable or that jarring that they're different textures. But I also treat the sections of my hair differently to kind of help them to blend. You see what I'm saying here? All right, and we're gonna get into that. So the thing that I do, the first thing that I do is inspired by Abena Palmore. She is a hairstylist. She used to do a lot of YouTube videos, but then she went off and made her own platform and puts videos on her own platform on watchandgonaturalhair.com, and then she's very active on her Embrace Natural Beauty platforms. But anyway, one thing that she does that I feel like she takes more care to do and is a bigger deal to her than it seems to be to a lot of other people is she sections her hair based off of the curl pattern. Like, I started doing this, and for me it's kind of easy to do because my different hair textures are in kind of like the typical sectioning spots. I have a texture in the front that is wavy, and that's like pretty much the entire front of my head is a black girl wave, okay? And very tight waves, and it's not as much hair and that kind of stuff. And then it's kind of more of a texture where with water it feels almost like silky almost, but not quite there. Whereas the back of my head, girl, it actually will coil and curl in the back, and so it also does not soak up the product and seem silky or whatever. It don't do that. It'll drink the product, and then you got to apply more. So for me it's pretty easy. I just section my hair in the typical 4 because it separates the front from the back very easily. Now, if you have a texture where, like Abena, she has a texture at the top back here that's different from the bottom of her hair. And it seems to be that the texture in the bottom of her hair is similar to that's on the sides. So she does more sections so that the hair is separated off so you can focus on that hair and give it the attention that it needs. Which leads me to the next tip. You may actually have to use different technique in the different sections of your hair. I do this when I detangle my hair. I used to waste time to try to detangle the same way on all the sections. That's a waste of time, okay? I was trying to detangle the whole head like the back. The back section requires more work, takes longer to detangle, requires more sections, and I was trying to detangle the front of my hair like that when it was really just a waste of time. So if you are not familiar with my channel or you just haven't seen my detangling routine or my regimen video, I will explain very quickly how I detangle my hair. My hair is in those 4 base sections, but then I start at the back. I do like the bottom half of my hair. I finger detangle that. I do another section up, which is now we're about halfway through the section. I finger detangle that, and then I come through with a brush and brush through that, twist it, and then I repeat again. Finger detangle, brush, twist. That works very great for the back of my hair. And then I was trying to do that in the front. Well, first of all, due to the fact that we have ears and a jaw and all this kind of stuff, there's already half the hair there's hair back here and here, but there's not hair here because of my ears and stuff. So you already have half the hair in the front section as it is. There's not as much hair. Then my hair in the front is more of a looser texture. And then when products or water are added, it try to act like it's silky, even though it ain't finna dry like that. So I ain't need to do all that. I was wasting time. So in the front of my hair, I split it in half, top and bottom, okay? And I finger detangle it, and then I brush it. I finger detangle it and brush it. And sometimes I can get away with finger detangling both of the sections and then brushing them together. And that saves so much time, okay? Which leads me to, it seems like there's a lot of leading going on, but it's just happening that way, okay? Leads me to the next tip. I don't even know what number this tip is. Y'all let me know, because I don't know. But anyway, this tip is to treat them differently when it comes to product application as well. I was wasting product, and y'all know these products be costing money out here to be wasting. So again, I was trying to treat the front of my hair like the back of my hair. So in the back of my hair, those same 4 sections that I finger detangled in, that's how I applied my leave-in conditioners, okay? I go up like this and apply my leave-in, and then I smooth it through, and then I go through in 1-inch sections and apply my gel. Now, gel needs to be applied in 1-inch sections throughout my hair, or the definition will not be popping. So I have to do that. But as far as a leave-in, I don't have to apply leave-in like that in the front of my hair. In fact, I felt that it was interfering with the gel cast, and I also was getting like conditioner spots on my hair. That's, you know, when you have too much conditioner and you put gel over it and it dries and you got the little spots on your hair. That's what was happening because it was too much product on the front of my head. So in the front of my hair, I literally do just 2 sections, just how I detangle it, top and bottom, and I apply the leave-in that way because I just don't need as much product. Also, this hair in the front responds differently to the product because it do that whole fake silky act that it like to do when I apply product. So the product kind of glides over it more smoothly. So if I apply too much product, it's just gonna slick off and just be really nasty anyway. So it doesn't need that much product. I hope that this has helped you with maybe somehow understanding that having your different types of hair is totally normal, and you know, maybe give you some ideas of how you can treat it differently. And if any of this was interesting to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications. Please stay tuned to the end screen because I think there's going to be some videos there that you want to see. I thank you so much for watching my videos, and I will talk to you in the next one.